thanks for stopping by. I'm Ghost Prime. Let's take a look at Encore 22 Twincast. Twincast came with 2 tape partners, which were Stripes and Night Stalker, and it was the first time those characters were released ever, which is really cool. And those are repaints of Ravage and Steeljaw. He is a repaint of Blaster, and in case you didn't know, oh, you do know. You know too. But you don't know? Well, Twincast is actually the rebuilt version of Blaster, and Blaster was destroyed by Soundwave, and Soundwave destroyed by Blaster at the same time during a battle in Transformers Headmasters. And it's on YouTube. You should check it out. It's kind of an interesting battle, but it's kind of funny too. So anyway, Twincast is just a reformatted version of Blaster in blue. Almost a micro-change blue. The micro-change version was a blue color. Don't confuse it with this one if you're looking for a vintage one. I mean, you might get lucky and find a micro-change for cheap. They're usually much more expensive. Anyway, I'm going to keep this video really quick. So like, subscribe, and all that. Yeah, without any further ado, let's get to the review. And as we do, we're going to start looking at the box here. You can see here, I have them open, of course. You can see the box art right here. Love that Steeljaw or Night Stalker box art. It's based off the Steeljaw from the Japanese box art, which is really cool. There is Stripes and Twincast right there. You can also see the Encore logo there. And it is 22. Transform. Side view right there. And then the glorious back of the box with the battle scene. And getting that box out of the way, take a look at, he comes with instructions and a collector card right there. I haven't opened these instructions. I know how to transform all these, so I just leave them in the baggie for now. The tapes do come with these really cool little containers, like cassette holders, which are very, very cool. Here is Stripes. Now you have this little doodad there, which instead of the little tape thing on him, but on Night Stalker, he actually does have the little tape thing, and this is up in the corner, probably because there's a like a place where the transformation joint right there, and it moves. But these are really cool, and this is actually the first time that Stripes appeared. Later on, he was reissued with the J Balvinatron. I have a review on that. You can check it out. And this is Night Stalker. And to my knowledge, the only time Night Stalker was released in Generation 1 form, there was a Masterpiece one. Interestingly enough, the weapons for Night Stalker are Ravages, and the weapons for Stripes are Steeljaws, which is very interesting because they're reversed, they're swapped. Of course, here is Twincast right here, and he does come with his rifle also. One thing about Twincast, like Sound Blaster, you can put 2 tapes inside the tape deck here and close it up. I'll see if I can get in there. There is a reason for these little things. These on the reason this is red and these are right there are for that little tech spec. Maybe you can't really see it, I think. Or not tech spec. What it is it shows the weakness of Scorponok. And I don't know if I can get my camera in there well enough to see it. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. The weakness of Scorponok looks like it is his left shoulder. So now you know. If you ever need to defeat Scorponok, hit him in the left shoulder. Let's check out the tapes, because this honestly is the reason for this set. There are 2 separate sets of Twincast. The E-Hobby and then the Encore, and they are slightly different. I don't have the E-Hobby one yet. I will be getting it. It comes with a different tape. But these are painted, and the other one has stickers. Does not come with these 2 tapes, and that's why I bought this set. I wanted these 2 tapes. Stripes here transforms just like Ravage, as we all know how Ravage transforms. You gotta just undo the feet, the head, and the tail. Move around like so. Like that. And there is all of his Stripes on the side, and a rub sign. Which, I don't know why it's not working. Huh, some of my fingers aren't even cold. But, anyway, rub sign, and put his weapons on here. And here. And there you have stripes. Now the stripes that came with the J Balvatron is a tad different. It does not have those weapons. He has the an orange color, more of an orangey color rather than gold. Standard weapons that came with Ravage. The paint otherwise is the same. The stripes are all in the same places, if not a little cleaner. The eye here is a little different shape. Other than that, it's all pretty much the same. You can see the metal, the die-cast parts aren't as nice. They're not treated. They're just bare. That's the word. These ones are treated. They're nicer. This also doesn't have the tape on the other side. I think it's supposed to represent the album, which is why it's got those little teeth there, and it's got some googly eyes in the back on his hindquarters. Plastics are a little different. This is a little brighter. I don't know if that shows up on camera. I think they look almost the same on camera. You can kind of see in the leg there where it is different, but largely the same. And moving on to Night Stalker. Night Stalker has the same piece, little Scorponok there, and it also is the same weakness, which is the left shoulder. Again, what's really cool about it, he actually has Ravage's paintwork on it, which is really neat. Even where it says Japan there, everything is microchange 60. On the other side, just kind of black. And transforms, he's Steel Jaw, so he just transforms the same as the Steel Jaws. Generation 1 Steel Jaw. There we go. And he's transformed into his lion mode. And he's cool. He's a black lion, which is pretty awesome. And then you take these, which are just chromed, just like Generation 1 Ravage. And having trouble finding it there. There we go. Stick those on the holes on either side. And there he is. On the box, actually I have these in the backwards. On the box, it looks like they have them like all the way up front, which honestly looks weird to me. Like on the box art, on the front of the box. But and there he is. He's just a black Steel Jaw, and it's just really cool to have. Just a really cool little figure. And again, these are all really difficult to stand up because their legs do not come apart. They have to stay together. And here is a vintage Steel Jaw to compare it to. You can see there how they are different and how they're similar. I like how he does have retained the chrome for the eye. And now it's time for Twincast. All this is tampographed paint, which is very nicely done. Even these are tampographed paint, which is kind of an Encore thing. Fingers on the back. Transformation, we all know how to transform them. Now, I do want to say this plastic. People complain about the plastic today. This was released in 2012. This plastic feels like the same plastic that's been on all the new Walmart reissues. It doesn't feel any different than that. That's exactly how this feels. It feels like the Walmart reissue blaster. It doesn't feel any different. It has that sort of quality to it. Kind of a softer feel, I would say, rather than the more rigid of the original. So I do want to point that out. All the joints on this are nice and tight. Nothing seems like it's going to break. Everything unclicks, clicks down, moves like it's supposed to, and looks really nice. So I don't have any problem with this. I did buy this brand new at TFCon in the package. Here's what he looks like transformed into robot mode, and of course he does hold on to his rifle there. Articulation, I'm not going to go over because we already know what articulation is with this guy. But there are a couple differences. Now, one thing I will like to kind of see if I can get my camera in here and check out. Now, the close-up of the head, you can see it is painted a gold color. It was yellow in the cartoon. I love the eyes here, the blue eyes, the silver visor. This is unique to this release of this character. The original, the vintage, only had a silver face, as did the e-hobby. So this is unique to this version. If you want to get more of an accurate, cartoon accurate one, this would be the one to get. Of course, he does have tampograpphs there. And you can see close up tampograpphs there. Again, the rub sign is in a very awkward position. Even has tampograpphs right down there on the feet. Otherwise, he's just Blaster. And here he is with the only other version of Twincast that I own, which is the Legacy one. So to conclude, this is a very cool set, and it can be found for a good price if you're patient. I found this at TFCon LA, and I got it for way less than it is on eBay right now. It's an awesome set. Get 2 unique tapes, or at least 1 unique tape. They did reissue that one. It's really cool. eHobby also has the set. It comes with different tapes. So if you are collecting tapes like me, you're gonna have to get the other set. It's also always cool to have these things. I like these. If I don't use them, sometimes I'll use them to display as display bases. But it's cool to have with the set. Anyway, I appreciate you checking this out with me, and I'll see you in the next review.